All right, Viking fans, it's time to unleash the beast this weekend. Let me talk about who that is next in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you help me out and subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I believe I got a lot of new listeners recently, and I appreciate it. This is a fan-driven show. Make sure you leave comments below. I also go live on Mondays here on this channel, Under the Lights with Carson and Dave. I also go Purple Pocket Podcast. Go live pretty often there. Check that out. And the Purple Code. Check all those channels out and make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Also, ring the bell so you never miss a show. Now let's talk about who I think we should unleash. We should do it. And the guy responsible for unleashing the beast. Let's get rid of Justin again here. Let's get rid of the mascot, the hashtag the Purple Hulk. And Ed Donatel, my man. It's right in front of you. The defense you want to run is right in front of you. You have all the pieces, man. You have all the pieces. And even what you're trying to do would work better if you did what I'm going to talk about in this show today. There's just a few things. There's just a few tweaks, and you will have, I think, at least a top 15 defense. Not where you're at right now. We're giving up too many yards. Too many easy yards. Now, sure, we're not giving up the greatest amount of points yet. But they're sure scoring touchdowns late in games, and like the Saints. We can't. The bend not break defense is not exciting for us, but it's also usually not the most successful thing in the world unless you get a high-powered offense, which we don't quite have yet. So Donatel, help us out, man. We blitz effectively. When you do it, the most or the fewest amount of times in the NFL, our corners are not zone corners. At least they didn't grow up that way. They weren't raised that way. But hey, under your defense, they gotta be, apparently. Now I give credit to Dantzler for making adjustments from one game to the next where he did look better and was breaking on those balls like you want in your defense. And Patrick Peterson's just a sly fox that can handle it. He's a veteran. Harrison Smith, same deal. Unfortunately, I think Bynum should be replaced by Metellus. Heck, Dorn is, I want to see that guy playing out too. I know Lewis Scene's out of the picture. I hope he gets back healthy. I hope he's ready. I think he will be. That is a severe injury, but it looked bad. I finally saw a picture of it. I wish I didn't. Feel bad for the guy. But, hey, I still think safety's a deep position for us. I know some people might disagree with that. But I like all these guys. We even brought Brown back, put him on the practice squad. And we got Tunga to play D tackle or nose guard, backup nose tackle. And the reason why I talk about that is because that makes a big difference in our run defense when we rest Harrison Phillips. Because we had nobody being able to stop the run, and especially Blacklock in that second team defensive line. I think our first team defensive line doing pretty good. Tomlinson probably having one of his best years, if not the best, coming off pretty mediocre season. So I appreciate what he's doing. Harrison Phillips is just a solid player, and Bullard honestly pretty good against the run. So we can mix and match some players on passing downs, but for right now those three guys are doing their job. It's just the rest of putting Zadarius on the edge on running downs. He's we made that adjustment when you didn't have to play him that much in the Saints game. And that changed. Wanham was able to set the edge. I don't think Zadarius Smith can. He wants to pass rush, and I think that's what you just should use him to do. But, hey, you're the coach, man. The one biggest thing you could do for this defense, man, is unleash the hunter. Danielle Hunter. Man, this guy can still play. Now, there's some stats, high-level stats. These are some things, man. 2021. He was standing up 13.8% of the time. Standing up 13.8% of the time. And remember, he only played like 7 games, I think. 7 games, and he was our best pass rusher up until that point, and one of the best in the league up until that point. He was 13.8% of the time standing up. That's 53 of the 331. Oh, compare 53 standing, 331 3-point stands. 2022, he's standing up more than he was in a 3-point stance, 116 to 103. And it hurts my heart to see him backpedaling on any play. All right, I get zone blitzing, and a DN will have to go out and cover somebody. It's part of what a zone blitz looks like. But this is him on a regular play covering receivers. Danielle Hunter. I said all season that, hey, passing downs, especially his hand in the dirt on 3rd down, replacing Bullard. Awesome, let's do it. Let's have Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter on the same side of the ball, on the blind side of the ball. Just see what happens, man. Check it out. Let's do it. Danielle Hunter needs his hand in the ground at least 75% of the time, man. At least. It wouldn't be suicide if we did it 60% of the time, but what did I say? He's doing it 53% of the time. Get it up to 75 at least. I don't know what you're doing, but he should not be backpedaling. You cannot run fast running backwards. Danielle Hunter is just a jackhammer at DN, and you should keep him there, man. I don't care if you're in a 3-4 defense. You are still putting 4-man fronts out there. I still see you doing this. I see 4-man fronts out there. 4 guys down linemen. That should be Danielle Hunter. And if he's not the 4th guy on the edge, then he needs to be the 3rd guy, one of the 3 guys on D end, and having Wanham and Zadarius Smith, man. Put your best guys out there and their best in spots that they can be successful. Danielle Hunter will change this season around, getting after the quarterback. You put his hand on the ground and say, go get him. And he's fine against the run. He's completely fine against the run. He shouldn't be playing pass defense, man. He should be one of the guys rushing the ball all the time. All right? Or setting the edge. He should be one of those 2 situations all the time. Now, Danielle Hunter in 2021, 15 tackles. This is in 7 games. 2 missed tackles, 23 pressures, 5 sacks, 16.3% pass rating. This might... first 4 games. So I thought he had more than that. So first 4 games, 15 tackles to his 11 currently. 2 missed tackles to his 5 currently. 23 pressures to 8. 8 frickin' pressures. We had problem with last year's defense. This is a big problem. 5 sacks. 1. He has 1 sack after 4 games. Pressure rate, 16.3% of the time last year. Pressure rate this year, 6.3%. Career pressure rate, 13.1. So he is having a career year after 4 games. Or above average year after 4 games last year. Right now, he's half the player he is right now because of your defense, man. Make the changes. Put his hand in the dirt. Have Wanham play outside linebacker. I don't care. Or on passing downs, Asamoah, for heaven's sake, get that guy in the game. He's a little freaking Tasmanian devil out there. What did I call him? The Caribbean hurricane. Let's get him out there, man. There's so many things you can do with this defense. So many things you can do with this defense. Just so flexible. We finally got a guy like Tonga that can give us some depth at D-line because you guys got rid of Watts. All right? Get this guy in the game, man. Get him in the game. Hand on the ground. Bull rushing. All those moves he's got. He is the premier one, if not the premier pass rushers in the game. Get him going, man. And how you do it is make him put his hand on the ground and say, go get the quarterback. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for my new listeners. Thank you. I finally reached 700. Thanks to you guys. Thank you for getting me over it. See you next time. Skull Vikings. Cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Skull Vikes.